Well, good evening, everybody. As the Giants are playing right now in the top half of the ninth inning, leading the Phillies 6-3. Dan Cochimilio here along with Eric Romo. And the Phillies have one man on. Looks like they got their leadoff man on. And up to plate, is that Bryce Stott? I can't tell. I'm just watching
Stott
as
is
we
their
go
leadoff
here.
guy. It might be.
I can't tell who's up. It's funny because I was planning on, I would have been on here about 3 minutes ago, but I had a barbecue that I picked up today. It was kind of heavy. It was in the back of my pickup. And my son came over to help me, and he got here just a little bit ago. So we were like, oh, Phillies were rallying in the top of the eighth. And I'm like, oh my goodness, it's the eighth inning.
Right.
I got to hurry. I go, come on, Phillies, extend the rally. Just keep this thing going. So anyway, Giants have Camilo Duvall on the mound. They lead 6-3, and it's a 2-1 count, and it's in there for a strike 2-2 to I gotta look who's up here. Let's see. You see who's up in the it's not telling me, and I don't have the volume on, otherwise it'll be picking up. Okay, there's a ground ball down the right or first base line, just foul. Lamont Wade. It looked like it might have got past him almost. So we got so I'll be joining Larry after this show. We'll be going over to the Krug show. And I'm not sure if he put out his thumbnail yet. Let me see.
Yeah, he has the thumbnail. It's you and him.
Oh, okay. Did he say what time he was starting? I told him I would go on. Okay, here we go. He's got it scheduled for 9:45. So we'll go to 9:45. Yep. And we'll cover this game. Giants started out. They were down 2-0 after a Alec Bohm 2-run homer after.
Yeah, that bottom of the first was rough.
Yeah, it had a walk and then a home run. And then 2-2 pitches low, 3-2. So, and I might be behind some of you guys if some of you guys are following along because I'm streaming. And if you are watching on the NBC Sports Bay Area, you're getting it live. If you've got it, you'll probably get a quicker feed than the MLB streaming app. So 3-2, nobody out. 6-3 ball game. So we'll cover this right now, and then we'll go back and recap. The 3-2 pitch is a off-speed pitch that he swings at almost in the dirt, and he strikes him out. Wow. Okay, Ryan Smith. Okay, Ryan will be joining us at about 9:30.
Oh, nice.
Let me just text Rye here.
Yeah, I think the beef is getting ready to come up to bat here too for the Phillies.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got one out. Another lefty is up. Is this Harper? Let me see.
You notice Kapler's doing a lot of 4 and 5 out saves for Duvall.
Yeah, he is. The 0-1 pitch is low, 1-1. 1-1, the count.
Who's up to bat?
This is Stott. Now they're at the top of the order. Okay, so this is Bryson Stott. He's so yeah, they got Schwarber coming up pretty soon too. So the 1-1 pitch from Duvall is in there on the corner. Nice pitch. 1-2 to Bryce Stott. Duvall looks in. He's got that pitch count problem he's been having with the clock, but he's set to go with 8 seconds left on the clock. He winds, he delivers. The 1-2 pitch is a wild pitch, and it scoots away and goes down toward first base where Wade picks it up, and that is Brandon Marsh is on second. Okay, so Phillies have a 1 out, 1 man on in the second. Let me send.
There goes the double play.
Yeah, there goes the double play to exactly. Um, so. Okay, so we've got 2 and 2, 1 out. Duvall is set. He looks in, he winds, he throws a 2-2 pitches, a base hit to left field. No, I thought that was into left field. J.D. Davis, that was a line drive, and camera kind of threw me off. It went out to left field, and then all of a sudden it went to Davis, and Davis caught it on a line. Let's see. Yeah, it was a leaping catch. They didn't catch it in the first show. Okay, so Davis went up high and robbed. Oh, wow, what a catch. What a catch that was. And the first pitch is popped up. Is it playable for Wade? It is, and he's got it, and the ball game is over. The Giants hold on and beat the Phillies 6-3, and they take the first game of the series, and the Giants are now 4 games under 500 as they are able to win the opener, and the Giants again win 6-3. Alex Wood pitched 4 2/3 innings, unfortunately did not get the victory as Kapler took him out after 4 2/3 innings because of the pitch count. And hold on, why don't you go ahead, Roma? I'm going to get my dog out of here. He just go ahead and cover for me.
Sure. Yeah, I was a little bit worried in that first inning. The Giants get the bases loaded, can't get not one run across the base, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to be one of these kind of games. But the second inning, whole different story. You got, manufactured some runs and got a big 3-1 bomb, so that was nice to see. They didn't score. I mean, yeah, it was enough. 6 runs, that's plenty, but they didn't do anything the rest of the game. They kind of were hold the zeros, and then of course the Phillies, they didn't do much either. So I kind of saw this coming with this guy. What was his name? Falter, I think his name. You kind of saw this coming. The guy was 0-6 with almost a 6 ERA. So
he definitely faltered. Yeah, there we go. He definitely faltered. So, yeah, this was one of the games Giants you want to get tomorrow. They got Cobb going, or is it Wednesday? I
thought Cobb was Wednesday. Wait, hold on.
No, Manaea's Wednesday.
Manaea. Oh, no. It is Cobb tomorrow. Because Manaea is on Wednesday, right?
Correct. Yeah. I'm just getting to my dinner, too. So I'm sorry, I'm starving. So
no worries.
My wife made me some teriyaki chicken. It's awesome.
Oh, here's what Mark Graves. I didn't realize this. See, I was out in the backyard doing some stuff, so I didn't hear the whole game. I heard the second inning. After that, it was kind of
Kapler. They had a 60 to 70 pitch limit on him, and so he was over. I would have thought, let him go a couple more pitches, see if he can get him out. But that's the way it went. So the A's tonight. Giants, Oakland A's attendance 2,975, Giants 16,750. Area fans showing up in droves. Giants now 18-23. Come on, Dan. Okay. Yeah, 18-23. The Giants are, did I say they were 17-23 earlier, or I'm not sure?
Yeah, they're 18-23 now, so they're 5 games back.
Yeah. So
still an uphill climb here.
Yeah, it's still an uphill climb. You're facing the, 2022 National League champions, the Phillies, and even though Cobb's going tomorrow, it doesn't mean that he's going to hold them to 1 run. He could. I mean, that's where his ERA's been. It's in the 1 run range. But tomorrow, Cobb faces. Zach Wheeler. So that's going to be a great pitching match. So,
yeah, that's going to be really good. It's going to be similar to the I didn't expect that from Arizona, but that rookie and Webb, they had a pretty good pitching duel going.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got.
And then the other one, Desclafani and Gallen, that was a good matchup too.
Let me see. My updates. Who is texting is blurry. What's going on? Let me see. Am I blurry, guys?
You're not blurry to me.
Not sure. So, yeah, just the timing of everything is like I had this finally planned to go top of the ninth, and the game all of a sudden just must have flew from because it was like the top of the seventh. All of a sudden, it's like, it's eighth inning, and they, Phillies are up, and I'm like, my son just had arrived, and I was like, oh shoot, and so then but we got it all done. So anyway, to recap the game, Giants started off down 2-0 on an Alex Bomb, or Alex Bone, I guess it is. He hit one out, made it 2-0. Giants come back immediately in the bottom half of the second and put up all 6 of their runs in pretty good fashion. They had a mix of the long ball and driving in runs with runners in scoring position. So if we go back and recap the bottom of the second, Casey Schmidt started the inning off with a base hit to right center field. And then Bart grounded into a fielder's choice. To third, Schmidt was out at second. Bryce Johnson hit a nice line drive base hit to center. Bart went to second. Estrada grounded into a fielder's choice to shortstop. But the throw from Trey Turner to second base, Stott dropped the ball. It was an easy out. He just dropped the ball.
Yeah.
You could see his eyes. He looked up at third base to see if Schmidt was going to round second, because what happened is the ball went in the hole, and maybe they thought the ball might go into left field, but and so Stott looks up to see where Schmidt is, and he dropped the ball. So you had bases loaded now with one out, and Flores hits a sacrifice fly to deep right field, and 1 run scores. Bryce Johnson moved up to third, so now you're with first and third with 2 out, and Conforto comes up and hits an opposite field home run down the left field line to make it a 4-2 ball game. And then JD Davis doubles, and then Haniger singles to right. Davis scores 5-2. So with 2 outs, Davis doubles, Haniger singles him home, and then Haniger singled to right. Yeah, Haniger went all the way to second base on the throw home to the plate. It was a close play. Castellanos threw it to home, and the throw was up just a little bit, and Realmuto was not able to get the tag on. Had it been perfect throw, not a little bit to the third base side, he would have been able to stay at the plate and probably tag out Davis. Next, Crawford comes up, and he singles opposite field to left, drives in another run. So the Giants got their first 3 runs of the inning on they got the first run on a sacrifice. Yeah, on a sac fly, and then a 3-run homer, and then they got 2 more runs with moving the line. So that was impressive. But like you said, Eric, they did nothing from the third inning on.
Exactly.
So 3 through 8, they were just shut down.
Right.
So they were fortunate. They got a big inning, and then they got a good start from Alex Wood. So the Giants finish it off 6-3. Unfortunately, Wood didn't get needed one more out. Did not pitch enough for the win. So the win actually went to Scott Alexander, who pitched one in the third inning and gave up no runs. So the Giants look pretty good. Highlights of tonight, I would say, was obviously the 3-run homer by Conforto. And in the lineup itself, Conforto got 2 hits and Casey Schmidt got 2 hits. The only players to get 2 hits. They had 10 hits in the game. They had I was going to say I read the wrong column. They had eight strikeouts. So they struck out 8. So they're still striking out quite a bit. But 10 hits. Wade was he came in late in the game, so he didn't get any at-bats. Haniger got 1 hit. Crawford got a hit. Bart was the only starter to go 0 for 4. So, all in all, a good win. They need to put together wins and win series.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you lose series, you're going nowhere.
Right.
And, we look at the Mets are struggling. Lou says 6-15 in the last 21. So I guess losing Ruff didn't help. Hey, speaking of Darren Ruff, he was cleared waivers, elected free agency, and he was signed today by the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, I saw that. Hey, I'm gonna bring up Conforto's home run.
Okay.
Take a gander at that.
J.D. Davis catch, yes, that was awesome. Is this?
I got
you
it
got
muted.
you got the volume down on this?
Yeah, I got it muted.
Okay, let me see if I can give it a. Okay.
Here we go. You ready?
Here we go. We're ready to go. And here's the pitch to Conforto. Swung on. There's a drive down the left field line. That thing is deep. It's got a chance. It's gone. 3-run homer for Michael Conforto.
Oppo Taco too, huh?
Yeah. Oppo Taco, yep.
Look at the empty seats though. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, pretty empty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else we got? John R. says to DFA Crawford, sell the team, sell the stadium, sell the parking lot, and send Lamont Wade to Jupiter. Okay. What else we got in the chat here?
Hey, did you see Waka almost had a no-no?
Really? For St. Louis?
No, for Padres.
Oh, is he with the Padres now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then did you see Aaron Judge hit a 462-foot homer in Toronto?
I didn't see that, but I saw Shohei's 456-foot blast.
Yeah, my gosh.
In Baltimore. That was awesome.
Could you imagine having Judge in center field? That would have been nice, huh?
Oh, yeah. What else we got? MF says Ned was right about Manaea giving up a lot of contact. Yeah. Let's see. What else?
John Miller was saying during the game that Manaea may have been one of the guys that were going to come in from the bullpen, but I guess it wasn't meant to be.
Oh, Lewis saying the text on the screen. Maybe he's talking about the. Are you talking about the
banner? Maybe
the ticker running at the bottom, Lou?
Let me see if I could see that.
See what else we got.
I'm gonna try to find this one, the double clutch ground ball to get Harper.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if that'll be a highlight, maybe.
Just curious what happened around Major League Baseball tonight. The Dodgers are winning again.
Dodgers are on a roll, man. I heard on the radio before tonight they've won 13 of their last 15. They're pulling away.
Yeah, they did this. They've done this many times. Yeah, so they're leading the Twins 6-3. As Lou mentioned, Mets lost again. Nationals beat them 10-3. That Nationals team can hit. Angels beat the Orioles
Yeah, they can hit.
9-5.
I mean, we saw it.
Yeah, Yankees beat the Blue Jays 7-4. Mariners over the Red Sox today 10-1. Cardinals, wow, 18-1. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
they clobbered the Brewers.
And the Braves shut out the Rangers. They got 2 TDs but missed both extra points and beat the Rangers 12-0. Astros beat the Cubbies 6-4. Rockies beat the Reds. Wow, Giants lost. They would have been in last place. D-backs continue to roll as the A's just are an atrocious. They're not even – I don't even think the A's would beat most AAA teams. I really don't. I'm serious. The Padres finally got off the snide and beat the Royals 8-4, or excuse me, 4-0.
Get through these ads here. All right, here we go. I think this might be it. Let's see what we got here.
Pulling up. What do we got?
All right, you ready?
Which pitch is this? Is
It's I don't know if it's the right one, but it's Schmidt's sliding catch.
Oh, okay. That might have been late in the game when I was moving the barbecue. Was
Let's
that in the
check it
8th?
out.
7th or 8th? All right, here we go. Okay, it's
Yeah, that was the hard part. I think that was the one the guy was talking about. Let's replay it.
Okay,
here.
that glitch in there. Okay, here we go. Grounded up the middle. Schmidt goes back and slides on an knee. Gets. Oh yeah, he's got an arm though. He's got a great arm.
Check it again. That's quick. You see, there's that exchange we were talking about.
Yeah. Casey Schmidt's an athlete. He's a ball player.
Here we go. Watch this. Glove to hand boom. Nice.
He could play multiple positions.
I really don't want him to play the right side of the infield. I want him to stay on that left side. But I guess they can play him. But I don't want him to, you know. I mean, like you said, he's an athlete, so he probably can play anywhere in the infield. But shortstop and third base is where I want to see him.
Yeah. Now, tonight was interesting because Estrada was in left field. I mean, in DH. Tomorrow, you've got Zach Wheeler. So it'll be interesting to see if Davis and Crawford still play, if they put Estrada in left field or if they DH him again. Yaz is back, surprisingly.
What? Really?
Yeah. He got put on the active roster today, and Jock Peterson got put on the IL.
Oh, they put him on the IL. Huh?
Yeah, after that hand getting hit. So the fact that Yaz he was doing sprints and he's back in it, and
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I got a feeling he's going to go down again with that same hammy.
Well, it can tend to happen if you're
with hamstrings. Yeah, you come back too soon.
Yep. Yeah, that's true, Andrew. They love messing with players. All they want is guys who can play everywhere. Leave them alone. Yeah, just the best teams tend to put guys at a certain position and leave them there, but they're kind of log jammed at third base this year. The fact that J.D. Davis is having a really good year,
right?
And Estrada is having a great year. So Estrada and Davis are having like career years, and they happen to man second and third.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Crawford, who's your senior spokesman, the guy that been with the Giants since what,
the longest
2000.
tenure Giant. Yeah.
When did Crawford come up? 2012, I think.
I think it's 2012, right?
Yeah. So you got, you look at the Giants. This is what I was thinking about this the other day. This is what they need to do again, is repeat what happened from 2000, basically 2006, right in there, whenever Matt Cain came up. I think Cain came up in 6, right?
I thought it was 2005. I could be wrong.
Maybe it was 5. But anyway, Cain was your first guy, and then Lincecum came. Lincecum came in like 07. He was Cy Young in 08 and 09.
Right.
And then Mad Bum comes in 2010.
I think, wasn't Pablo in 2009?
Yeah.
Yep.
And Buster came in 2010.
Right.
So you had 3 pitchers, 2 position players come in those first 4 years. And then you had Panic come after that. Well, you had Crawford and Panic. So you had all these guys come up. And I'm just texting Larry real quick here. He's just texted me. So you had those guys come up. Now the Giants have had Schmidt, and that's really it. I mean, if you think about it, there's nobody else that's come up of significance from the Giants. No. I'm not counting Cole Waits. So now you got to have Kyle Harrison come up this year. Then you've got to hope that Luciano is ready next year, and maybe Matos, and those guys hit and come in, and maybe Von Brown next year at some point. And if these 3 guys in the outfield and infield, those 3 position players can come in and start making an impact, then in a couple years, you might have something. But the odds of all of them hitting isn't great generally anyway. But they've got to get 5, 6 guys come up, 3, 4 position players. Giants had how many position players come up? 4. You had Pablo, Buster, and Crawford and Panic.
Yeah.
That all made contributions. So you've got to have that.
Oh, don't forget Belt. You forgot about Belt.
Oh, that's right. Brandon Belt. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, Brandon Belt. Thanks. So you had Belt. So you had all those. Basically, the entire infield was homegrown in the 2012, 2014 World Series, especially the 14. You had, it was 14, all of them homegrown, all the way around the horn. Belt or Posey, Belt, Panic, Crawford, and Pablo. And then you had your pitching. So the entire infield. So you can mix and match if you're not bringing up outfielders with some key free agents, but you got to have those guys hit.
Yeah, we talked about that the other day. When you bring up Pat Burrell and Edgar Renteria, Juan Uribe, Cody Ross. I mean, you sprinkle
Marco Scudero,
Yeah, Marco Scudero, man, that guy was amazing in 2012. But yeah, you bring in guys like that to supplement your young guys, and you got something going.
Exactly.
And that's kind of what the Dodgers are doing right now with their young guys. They got the veterans and they got the young guys coming up.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we're going to go for a couple more minutes. Everybody in the chat, if you guys would please hit the like button right now, that would be great. Hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe as well. You'll get updates when we go live. But in a couple minutes at 9:45, we're going to kill this, and we're all going to move over to Larry's channel on the Krug Show. Okay? So everybody follow me over to Larry's channel, the Krug Show, at 9:45. And we will continue the Giants post-game show there. And we'll get into some other stuff, I'm sure, with Larry, because we'll probably talk Giants for a little while. Then we'll probably get into some Niners, maybe some Warriors chats, and we'll have some fun over there. But I definitely want to do these live streams on the NorCal Sports Network, and if we can do this, we can maybe start doing these ninth inning, maybe even bump it up to the eighth inning to get a little more action in while the game's going on.
Yeah.
So
maybe make it situational if it's like a close game or something.
Yeah. So so it's so we will have some fun over there, and so everybody get ready to head over to Larry's channel on the Krug Show. We'll be back tomorrow night, about the same time, 9:10, maybe even 9 o'clock if the game's going fast. Cobb and Wheeler, I would expect a low-scoring game and a quick game. So look for us about 9 o'clock tomorrow night on the NorCal Sports Network. If the game is in the seventh inning, we'll just, in fact, I think we'll plan it for 9 tomorrow night. Let me just make sure that I don't have a conflict with that time tomorrow night. I do not. So 9 o'clock. We'll go at 9 o'clock tomorrow, whether it's the seventh, eighth, ninth inning. Might be closer to the ninth. That'll be 2 hours and 15 minutes in. Game starts at 6:45. So we'll go at 9 o'clock tomorrow night, wherever the game's at, and we'll just do a play-by-play of the game if it's continuing. So tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. Now everybody move on over to the Krug Show. And thanks to Eric for being back on. And we'll join you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. Go to the Krug Show.